Bro is cheating.
Huh?
Cheating in a fun format. Oh, unfortunate. Bro got caught. My A-brain striked again. Well,
But for this,
hello there. In this episode, we will have sort of a battle. We've prepared 10 categories, and for each category, each of us is giving you a recommendation. Recommendations are quite short, they are 1 minute long. And in the end, we give us points if A, the show is good that the other one recommended, or B, the presentation itself was good. And you can also give us points if you write in the comments who had some good recommendations. So interaction in this episode is quite nice. In general, if we had a good recommendation for you, you can write it in the comments. Would be very appreciated. And we have 1 minute, as I said, and 15 or 20 seconds before the minute ends, the other one is saying that your time is close to be finished. And when the timer at 0, we can finish our sentence, so no abrupt cuts. But there will be potentially some double time, because if someone underestimates the time. Anything else to say?
nope, we can start this episode.
Yes. By the way, the goal of this episode is also to write a script and learn how to make short recommendations for content. Training. So, who knows how the training will... Who knows the fruits of the training? Who knows? Maybe we will see. Who's the better script writer? Then I will start with the first show and the first category that I have. I have a bit more broader categories, while my partner has stricter genre recommendations.
Yes.
My first one is a show where you feel something. It can be hype, happiness, sadness, disgust, rage, or any other emotion. So, quite a lot of possibilities. Can I start?
Yes, go on.
Then Vinland Saga will be my pick here, with a big focus on the parts that aren't animated yet. I won't spoil plot details, but I will mention the feelings, obviously. The feelings that I have while reading the stuff that will be season 3 and 4 are proudness, optimism, happiness, and the feeling of a proud dad. The sense of happiness that I get when I read Thorfinn's life or see it, the changes it underwent, and his redemption arc is very nice. I'm like a proud dad to see what he achieved. Also, I feel some kind of optimism because I know there are people in the real world who quote unquote studied Thorfinn's change, Thorfinn's way, and so make the world better with his forgiveness, willingness to redemption, or to handle conflicts without your fist. And knowing that there are at least some people out there, make this nowadays sometimes grim world better for me. So, this was my take, my recommendation for an emotional show.
Mm-hmm.
How was I in the time department?
Yes. uh, I think you were good. I didn't stop the time.
It's your job to stop the time when the other one talks.
But I
Good
think
job.
it was quite a minute or something. Maybe even
I
less.
think I think it was alright. But next time stopping. It's
Yes.
important. How do you think the presentation was, and how do you think the pick is?
Yes, I can see this. The pick is good for this category. It fits pretty well. And the presentation was also good. I don't have anything to doubt about it.
Appreciated. With that, I think you can start if you don't have anything else to say.
Oh yeah, I thought we would have two shows for one. Yeah, so I have two for every.
Oh, no, that would have been a bit long.
Yes, so then I will go with just one show every category.
Yes. Maybe there will be a second part from this episode somewhere, so don't delete your scripts for that show, or have them in mind what you wanted to say.
Yes. So I chose the emotional destructor, which is Anohana, because this show made me cry like a baby, and this is not something every show does. Anohana is a show to emotional damage you, and yes, this show is pretty good in doing this. Yeah, you will cry some tears when watching it, and you should give it a watch. How was it?
35 seconds. You have had quite a bit of time left.
Oh, okay. Now, okay.
So I would say your pick is. I did not watch the show, but I know that's quite emotional. So I would say your pick is good. And for your presentation, you had some good points, but I would only give you half a point because, well, you had 25 seconds left.
25? I
So,
thought 45. Okay.
sorry, 35. So you had 25 whole seconds left, which could have been filled with information. But still, your points were solid, and you had some strong arguments.
So how
You
much
started
points?
out quite strong. 1.5.
Okay. I'll take it. Because I didn't know about the time, so yeah, it's fine.
Yes.
So what's the next genre that you picked?
It's not a genre, it's something unique or something that has a unique vibe.
Okay.
So, practically endless possibilities.
Yes.
Then, my pick is DRCL from Shinichi Sakamoto's Dracula adaptation. The reason is quite simple. When you read DRCL, you are not reading a story, you are consuming art when you read the volume. It's like visiting an art museum in which you study every panel, in the same way that you study the pictures in the museum. Just like in art, you can interpret the language that the panels are using in many ways. And because of that, it's unclear what's happening at first glance when you read the RCL. Normally, this would be something I heavily criticize, but here I can make an exception because I will now quote the master of horror, H.P. Lovecraft. The oldest and strongest emotion of mankind is fear. And the oldest and strongest emotion is the fear of the unknown. So, because of that, the otherworldly powers that Dracula and the other monsters have, which you
5
don't get
seconds.
at first glance, make it a perfect horror.
No. So
I
it
needed to
was.
cut the last sentence out, unfortunately, but the last sentence was just a summary.
So it was just about a minute.
Yes.
And yes, the presentation was pretty well. I can now get that it's pretty scary and unique. Um, yes, I will give you the 2 points there.
Nice. Whenever you're ready, you can start with your pick.
Yes, and for my pick, I chose the Monogatari series because if you go about unique, if you watch the Monogatari series anime, you see in most of the frames that the animation is out of the place. There's some weird shit happening. So the Monogatari series is the definition of unique because every plot string is unique, every animation key is unique. So the story and the animations of Monogatari are unique, and I really love the Monogatari series. It's
You have
such
20 seconds left.
it's such a good show. If you want to watch some unique horror, not horror, but drama,
Supernatural.
supernatural, yeah, go check out Monogatari series.
5 seconds.
Yes, I'm done.
Sorry for blabbling into your fingers. We should not talk into each other's fingers. It was a reflex. My
Yes.
bad. Well, we have something quite similar because if I would compare DRCL to something, it has quite a lot of similarities to Monogatari manga. Besides that, the plot in DRCL is a bit more focused. The artwork is also on a similar level between both mangas.
Oh, okay.
But Monogatari manga is great artwork. But I dropped the manga because, well, the story was kinda meh,
It's definitely
or
unique.
lost me at some point. But it fits your the criteria still perfectly, even though I have my gripes with the series. So you can get the same 2 points that I have.
Nice.
Everybody's noting down his own points, by the way,
Yes.
before a mishap happens, like in this manga collecting simulation episode. Up next, we have an adventure show. Well, I need to double time that because that one could be a bit long. They was close the one before, but I will start now.
Yes.
Drifting Dragons will be my pick. Drifting Dragons is about a group of dragon hunters who travel around in an airship, more specifically a zeppelin. The main focus of the stories are set travels and the hunting of the dragons. And there's a loose plot, not a strict one. And I would say traveling around in a fantasy world in a zeppelin and hunting fantasy creatures, what more adventure could you want? We traveled around in our zeppelin to different cultures, countries, and the artwork of that looks stunning. You also get some vibes from Frieren with the traveling and early One Piece with the cruising on the sea. And after each hunt, similar to One Piece, we get a big banquet where we eat the dragon like in delicious in dungeons. And another main focus is the bond between the crewmates, which is a great thing because I like all of characters. And obviously, at last, hunting the dragon. What could we want more in a fantasy adventure series? The dragon has different sizes, abilities to influence the surrounding in different ways. They look scary at times, but also like some Lovecraftian creatures. And some of them are really big chonkers. So we have great traveling, hunting fantasy creatures, and a feast with a nice reward after your adventure.
Your time is, by
And
the way, done. You're over 20 seconds over the time.
you should say that!
I didn't want to disrupt you because you were
The
talking.
Zoomer should listen. 20 seconds before ending, you need to say that. I only have 20 seconds. So that I can adjust. It's important.
I mean, you were in your talking flow, so I didn't want to disrupt you.
You still should say it. Because going overboard is bad in this video.
Okay. So next time I will disrupt you. Okay.
Yes. Just say 20 seconds, that's fine.
Yes, but from your points, it fits the adventure pretty well, and yes, the points were nice. The presentation was good. I enjoyed it.
So I have to make not one minus point, but just 1.5 for presentation because I went over the time.
Yes.
Unfortunately. Happens.
So, for my
Wait,
pick,
wait. I need to note down my points.
okay.
Now you can go.
For my pick, I picked obviously Frieren because Frieren is definitely the the wording for adventure. In Frieren, you have the story after defeating the evil being in this world, and now you just travel with your two homies around the globe to the final destination. And yes, it's only about the travel. It's not about the action. Sometimes you have action, but yeah, it really focuses on the travel. And
20
traveling
seconds.
is the adventure in Frieren. Yes, Frieren has some pretty nice characters with Stark, Fern, and Frieren. I love the synergy between those three.
Done.
Yes.
5 seconds. Were you done before the clock strikes 0? So you had
Ah,
a few more seconds.
yeah. I didn't want
But
to
that's fine.
get over the time.
Yes. Not too risky. I would say the pick is great. I used it as well in my pick as an example, so I would be a total hypocrite if I would say your pick was ass.
Yes.
So that should be obvious. And besides the mishap in the beginning, I would say the presentation was quite fine.
So
Because you also had similar points to me, like the traveling and stuff.
Hmm.
And I also would have said that a new adventure is they started a new adventure after finishing their first one. They were from the Grey Talk. So for a presentation, I give you a half point
Okay.
because of the stuttering, but it's normal. When you will be holding presentations in uni, you will stutter sometimes. That will happen.
Yeah.
So, the next one is my longest one, so here I need to cut something out. Oh yeah, this will be rough. The next one is a show that fits the current zeitgeist, but is not mainstream right now. So something that is similar to some of the most popular shows, but is not mainstream. An example could be with something that's similar to Demon Slayer, JJK, Chainsaw Man, and stuff. Or
But
something
those
that's
are
similar
mainstream.
to. Yes, those are mainstream. Or something that is similar to Eva, a sci fi mecha thing.
Hmm.
Or something that's similar to RT. You should get it. It's pretty simple.
Yes.
Then I will begin. My pick is Jojen X. Jojen X is not an unknown manga, but it's not mainstream. It's number 249 on Mars. But it could be mainstream in the future because it's great. It's just like JJK, Doredo, Chainsaw Man, supernatural action, which is great. It's also from the Tokyo Ghoul mangaka, so it has good artwork, and it could draw some popularity because of that in the future. And compared to the Tokyo Ghoul manga, the manga looks way better because the guy learned how to draw action, and he can publish the chapters when they are ready instead of a strict deadline, which is nice. And you see that in Ishida's artwork. Also, the power system is cool.
20
It is a
seconds.
classical. The powers are based upon the desires of the people, so there is more character. And the series is constantly improving from volume to volume. World building, fights, plot, character progression, everything is getting better and better and better when you continue to read it. And when this thing will get an anime, it will be mainstream.
Done?
Yes.
1 second over. I let it count.
I think that's okay.
Yeah.
1 second is fine.
Yes. Yes, for the presentation, I give you the point because your points were very clear and it definitely was there to pique the interest of the show. And yeah, it fit definitely the description you made, so another point for that.
Yes. Sure, will also probably get an anime in the future.
Okay.
I would be surprised if it didn't. You would also really like this manga. I said it again a few times in the podcast. This would be something for you. And now you can start if you want.
Yes, I picked Shanfro. Um, yes, it's like some RPGs, isekais, but it's not mainstream. But it has the current zeitgeist. Yes, in Shanfo you basically dive into the world of Shangri-La Frontier, which is basically a video game, but it's like real life. You dive into it and you turn basically into your character. And in this game you basically level up, grind, get stronger, and yes, defeat bosses. Basically like
20
in a
seconds.
video game. The characters are really cool. You have the gaming language in there. It definitely fits our gaming stuff. And I really, really like this show. Done.
Yes. Like 3 or 4 seconds left, so you were good.
Okay.
I think this is a good pick, even though it's not mainstream, but I would say it's closer than my thing. Or at least at the same level, so it's fine.
Yes.
I also think it fits the current zeitgeist because of it's a gamer show.
Mm.
And I would say it's a good gamer show where gaming is portrayed kind of faithfully.
It is, yes.
As an argument, I would have also said that it's what SRO should and could have been, but that's
Yes,
a
true.
minor not. Because with that, you can catch a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because it's the stuff that was left out inside on the grinding, the killing boss event, the gamer aspect,
Mm.
besides the survival and the room and stuff. But besides that, I would say everything is good. You can have your 2 points.
Nice.
On to my last one. This is the most simple one. I have something. Oh, there's some bad writing there. Something that activates your ape brain, but you like it. Could be something dumb, simple, something horny, a guilty pleasure, or something similar. Who knows what it could be? Then I will start. My pick here is Baki, my newest longer manga that I've read, and that fits perfectly for the ape brain. In the manga, we have big muscle guy who fights each other. Barely any plot, just raw, brutal action. Just pure aura and raw 1v1 fights. The fights are well choreographed, you can focus on each movements of the characters, which is nice. And often have unique techniques that push human boundaries. And pushing human boundaries is a great transition because in Baki there are a lot of flexes. For example, one of the coolest flexes that I've seen in the anime, not read in the manga yet, is where a guy walks through bulletproof glass just because he can do it. I think this flex encapsulates Baki perfectly, walking through bulletproof glass, just a flex.
Need seconds?
So if you want to read pure manly testosterone, you want to read fights and skip plot, Baki is everything you want. 150 volumes of brutal fighting. Done.
You have a little, like 10 seconds left or something, but yeah.
Yes, this was one of my shorter scripts because there isn't any plot I can talk about.
Yeah, I mean, yes. But I will take half a point for that for presentation because 10 seconds
That's
short.
fine, that's fine. Yes, I
Yes.
think 10 seconds is a good mark for
Yeah.
when you give half a point.
But for the other one, I give you the point because, yeah, I mean, your A brain gets activated, so yes.
Yes. There's also a series in the show where Baki fights a big ape. I could have maybe mentioned it as well.
True.
And with that, my 5 categories are done. Let's get on to yours next.
Wait, I have a show left
Oh,
for the.
sorry. Right. My ape brain striked again. Well,
But for this
I was,
show, I don't
I
need a
was
script
cosplaying.
because
So.
I know the show pretty well, and I would say it's my beloved. Um,
Then you can start.
yes, of course, I'm talking about Demon Slayer. And Demon Slayer has maybe one of the most hypest time when Corona hit us all. Um, Demon Slayer boomed because it's simple. The animations are pretty clean. Ev Everything looks fine. Um, yes, Demon Slayer is just there because the animation carried the anime. The manga looks meh, but the anime carried all. Um,
20
I lo
seconds left.
I love it because the Demon Slayer is an animation merchant. Done.
Well, we're also like 12, 11 seconds short, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, Demon Slayer, there's nothing to talk about the plot.
Yes. Normally, in a recommendation segment like this, I would riot because that you've recommended Demon Slayer, the hater. But it fits perfectly for this segment. I can't argue against it
Hmm.
because all of my criticisms fit this category that they have for sure.
Yes.
That the plot is meh, the characters are really simple, there's just fighting, yada.
Yeah.
So I give you for that the full point. And the half point because of the time.
Mm.
Now we can get to your categories. Now my
Yes.
ape brain isn't in the way.